I received this comment today on the video that I made about the transgender debate on the ITV, and this really is a brilliant comment, so I've decided to make a video about it. Now, the reason it's so good is because it very succinctly captures the general appearance of this transgender movement, and as we go through, it will be revealed to you. So, my ex decided he wanted to be a woman. Went and had the gender reassignment surgery too, after 2 years of, quote, living as a woman. I was still very close with him over those years, and prior to that, because I continued to live with him, just as flatmates. So I have insight into the minds of these people. Also spent a lot of time around other trans people because of that, and I can absolutely positively tell you right now that this is an identity disorder, but also a fetish. Now that is the key word. The whole thing is portrayed to the public as some sort of journey to find their true selves, but in reality the whole idea revolves around sex and homosexuality. They are very promiscuous people. My ex even became a prostitute to, and I quote, try out my new vagina. It's also debauched and degenerate, which brings me back to what Kelly said. What does it mean? Well, in my experience and the conversations I would have with my ex and his tranny mates, they didn't know what it meant to be a woman. They think it's high heels, nail polish and lipstick. How on God's green earth do they feel like a woman when they physically are not one? They don't have a uterus or real breasts. It's only their perception of what they see what a woman is, and that's what they want, the perception. The image, which means jack shit in the grand scheme of things. They don't know the meaning of being a woman at all. They just justify their homosexual urges with being female is all. Anyway, funny video, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, I thank you, and this is precisely why I make the video, because I know for a fact that a good majority of the population opposes this transgender nonsense, but everyone's being trodden on with a jackboot by these Nazis that control the government, and that's what they are, full-blown Nazis. And it's no secret anymore, the Nazi party was one massive occult trick. It was occultic from the beginning through to the end, and everything subsequent to it was like a unleashing of occultism on the world, and this is just one part that was wrapped up in all of it. Now this fetish, this is precisely the issue where it's justifying homosexual urges with being female. A lot of these occultists and these people in the secret societies, they are very promiscuous, very loose and dangerous people, and what they tend to do is they have this need, this sexual domination or submission or whichever, and they will do everything that they can to remove stigmatization. You know, this will even go so far as paedophilia. The paedophiles don't like the fact that they are stigmatized, so they will work in the shadows to remove the stigma. And the only way to do that is by changing public opinion. And many of these occultists and these people in the secret societies have large influence over the public opinion. As I said, thank you very much for this testimony, and you are absolutely correct. To make matters worse, all of this is being pushed onto the public by occultists and people in secret societies who have influence in popular culture. This transgender sociopathy is something the occultists have been discussing and planning for a long, long time. Hopefully your message will help others. God bless. So, it's nothing to do with... And I love the fact that she's said journey to find their true selves, because this is the crux of every single argument of the occult, and this is how they dress up their debauchery and their general depart from the truth. You know, their twisting of reality is under the guise of this journey to find their true selves, but in every single case it is only an excuse for some type of sin that they want to participate in, but at the same time they want to participate in it without judgment, and that means changing the minds of everyone else. And that is all that this transgender thing is. It's nothing but a full-scale attack on the public by people in the shadows. And I tell you now, this goes all the way to the top of the pyramid, okay? The very, very pinnacle. These people, and I've called them occultists, and I've called them Gnostics, and I've called them all kinds of things, they have elevated themselves to the position of gods in this world. And as it is ordained by creation, the people underneath the Creator will be created in the image of that Creator. And so, these ones who have raised themselves up to the position of gods are busy recreating the world in their own image. And their image is one of degeneracy, debauchery, sin, and annihilation. And that is what will be happening as this society, the civilization, comes to an end on the backs of these people who will be judged in the end. They will be judged. I make these videos partly for the public to have no fear and to know, and partly to let those perpetrators know that they will be judged in the end.